Thank you for visiting softwareandfinance.com. In this session I am going to teach you about variable declaration and definition, and variable assignment and initialization, and then static and global variables. Let's enter into Turbo C. I'm creating a new file and I'm saving it as an 1.c, including the standard adder file, writing a main function and declaring a variable integer m. Here integer m is called a declaration as well as definition. Declaration means just declares the variable. Definition means it allocates memory on the stack. And when you have a statement like m equal to 0, then it is called assignment. And initialization means integer m equal to 0. Initialization means when a variable is assigned with a value at the time of allocating the memory, I mean the definition. So definition plus assignment is called initialization. I can do a printf for these two values, and let's have some meaningful values like 10 and say m equal to 20, %d, and then %d, m comma n, and the compilation and linking is done. 20 and 10. Now I am defining a global variable called gv, integer gv equal to 0, and I am writing two subfunctions. Global variables means it can be used across the project, and if it is a static global variable, then it can be used within this particular file. It cannot be used in other files. Suppose I will start with static global variables first. This gv can be used with void subfunction 1, I am saying gv equal to 100, and I am writing in another subfunction which is called subfunction 2, gv equal to 200, and then now call this subfunction 1 and then do a printf gv equal to %d, gv, and after calling subfunction 2 do another printf and compile the program. Now it's fine. 1.exe, so gv equal to 100 and gv equal to 200, and the static variable gv can be used within this file only. If you want to use it in other file, you should not use the word static here. You have to make it as an extern. I will show you how to do that. Having again extern, say extern integer ev equal to 0. Sorry, external variable cannot be assigned. External integer ev, and I am saying ev equal to 100, and here also ev equal to 200, saying ev equal to %d, and here also updating the same thing, ev equal to percentage d. Right now ev is defined, but it is not defined elsewhere. We can have a declaration and definition here. Integer ev equal to 0, and you can run the program. And if you want to use this integer ev in another file called 2.c or 3.c or anywhere else, what you have to do is just you have to cut this extern int ev and put it in the file where you want to use it. Right now this is called a declaration, and it will not allocate any memory. And here it is a global variable definition. And static variable can be used within a function also. We will write another function like count, and I'm having a static integer variable c equal to 0. For loop is not required here. Just do a printf percentage d. This function is called percentage d times use a pre-increment. Using the existing variable n is less than 10, n plus plus, and just calling the count function 10 times. And I'm compiling the program now. No errors. 1.exe. So here it displays this function is called 1 times, 2 times, up to 10 times. This is the use of static variables within the function, as well as static variables in a global, and as well as the external global variables. Thanks again for visiting softwareandfinance.com.